after you brain dump, after you dump everything on, I like to do it on a spreadsheet. From there, I go and I organize. And I organize from what I could do to what I should do. Welcome to another episode of Kosmo Unfiltered. I'm your boy Kosmo. I got my side chick, Wes.
Oh, man. Side chick.
Did you see that? Some guy says, I'm gonna start a food truck that sells chicken sandwiches and park it at Chick-fil-A on Sundays and call it my side chick. And call it side chick or something like that.
The line's too long. Oh, man.
I thought that was pretty funny, man.
He's going to get a cease and desist quick.
Pretty quick. So, hey, I want to thank everybody for watching or listening, no matter where you're at. Thank you for being here. We do appreciate each and every one of you, so much so that we do these for free. We don't charge anything. We don't run ads. We don't accept sponsors as of yet. But then again,
haven't gotten a good enough offer yet.
Somebody did reach out, and I was like, no. Yeah. So we do this not for free, but to you for free. So I have one request. Share this. Just share it on social media. Share it with a friend, email, text message. That's all I ask. Super simple.
A card in the mail.
Card in the mail.
So whatever.
Is that Morse code?
Yeah, just send them a coded message.
Yeah. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into the key to getting better at anything. Have you looked at the notes?
I haven't yet.
Okay. What do you think the number one thing is?
You sound like the coach from Dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
The coach from Dodgeball. Oh, or am I like, what's his name? Stepdad on Hot Rod?
If you're not first, you're last. Or no, Frank.
Frank.
Damn, I'm going to grow up and I'm gonna beat your ass, Frank. I'm going to fight you, and you'll respect me.
Number one thing. You got it. You have to know this if you want to get better at anything. I see you staring at it.
Does it have anything to do with goals?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
If it did.
The number one thing you have to do if you want to get better at anything is know your goal. Know where you're at. Most importantly, know where you want to be. This is extremely key. Most people have no clue about this. They just set out on the willy-nilly just to do the thing or whatever makes them feel like they're accomplishing something, and you actually may be working yourself further from your goal. Believe it or not. So, number one thing, know your goal. 1,000%. This is one thing that I believe is extremely key into making sure you are achieving your goal is number 2, sit down and do a complete brain dump of anything you think could, should, no matter what. I don't care how crazy it sounds, help you achieve that goal. Put all your thoughts down on paper. You do that?
I do. Some.
I think this is where people get wadded up the most. They know what they want. They know they want to go buy a new car or get out of debt, but nobody, no one does the hard work.
Right. It's got to live somewhere.
This is the hard work. You got to build a road map. You used to have a guy say, it's like going to Canada without a map. When you're in Oklahoma, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's going to take a while.
Because there's no straight road to Canada from here.
No. There's not many straight roads anywhere from here.
No, that's true. A lot of flat ones, but.
That's right.
Am I losing you?
No, I was thinking about how dumb it is that, like, Oklahoma touches the state of Colorado. Like, it literally touches it.
And it's 10 hours.
And it takes 10 hours if you don't stop to get there.
Yeah.
And you drive through, forgive me for folks that live there, some of the worst parts of this country.
Have you drove through the panhandle of Oklahoma?
Yes, it's awful.
Yeah.
And the people that live there act like it's just paradise. I'm like, y'all are lying to yourselves. Like, this place is brutal. I saw this map of like all these pictures of stuff that's like in Oklahoma, you know? And it was up there in the tip top. It was like pinyon forests or something like that. Like it's what they got in like New Mexico or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, that would be pretty cool. You know, a pinyon forest. I didn't know we had that. It's like, I'll just Google it. I'm not driving up there. Like, it's so bad.
The number 3 thing I do is after you dump everything on, I like to do it on a spreadsheet. From there, I go and I organize. And I organize from what I could do to what I should do. Meaning, should do, the first thing I should do should be at the top. And then I work my way all the way to the bottom. And this is my priority list. Super simple, super easy. But now that the hard work is, it's not the hard work to me. It's the kind of work that I call it prison work. I hate doing it. I hate
prison work.
I hate sitting down and being with my own thoughts because it's the ADHD. I know I have ADHD. I have to have it. Like I have to, because sitting down and just making a list and journaling and things like that, just like it just goes all through me.
They don't really diagnose adults with ADHD anymore. They say that that's like whatever the condition is for children, but that in adults they treat it like anxiety. Is all it is.
Yeah. They've had me on so many meds that finally I was like, "Hey man, I got an idea. Maybe I'm supposed to be like this."
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Has anybody thought of that?
Maybe this is helping me. I'm reading a book right now about this woman talking about just the difference between what your body does to like just tell your brain something that we call anxiety, and it really is just like a signal in your body, like telling you, do this, feel this, But then anxiety is like that productive thing that like, I need to change this or I need to do this.
Forces you to move.
Yeah, it's like I need to figure this out, like, or something is not right with this. But I think that's the point where you're at, where you're like, I need to write this down, like whatever this is.
Yeah. And most people want to change, but most people don't do it. And this right here is, I know this sounds absolutely easy, absolutely simple. I'm telling you right now, if you follow this and you have the drive and ambition to complete this, 100% works every time.
Yeah.
100%.
You'll get somewhere.
Yeah. A lot of the times I think that this is where I want to be. So I set my goal and then halfway through I have to reevaluate my goal because I undershot.
Mm. Yeah, whatever you think the hardest part at the beginning will be is usually never the hardest part.
Yeah.
Unless you're a fortune teller.
Yep. The fourth thing you need to do after you've sat down, after you've made your goal, after you've made your list, organize your list, and found the first thing that you need to do, you need to not worry about anything on the list other than that one thing. And give yourself a timeline. That's what I call mini goals. When you put a time and a date on something, that's when it gets done. And if you wait till the last minute, it'll only take you a minute.
Hey.
But it is very imperative that you only focus on that one thing. And that one thing, you may have to make a sub list off of it. Maybe it's go to the grocery store. Okay, I need to take a shower. I need to get dressed. I need to locate my keys, get in my car, drive down to the store, get groceries, drive back home. Super simple, super easy. It's just naming the steps you're going to take to make sure that first thing gets accomplished. Just naming them. That's it. And then start doing them. Super simple, super easy. And then after you complete the first thing on the list, go to the second thing on the list and repeat. Take number 2, make a subcategory, and start checking things off the list. Most people won't start because they get overwhelmed with the entire list. They don't break it down into bite-sized pieces. And this is why you're sitting here listening to this today and thinking about that one thing in your head that you wanted to get better at, but you haven't. It's because you didn't complete these steps. That's it. If you want to go somewhere, make a plan, draw out a map, and go. It's that simple. It's that easy. But as humans, we overcomplicate the shit out of it.
Yeah.
That was knowledge.
Yeah. There's a woman who wrote this book. She calls it Bird by Bird. It's a story when she was living at home and her little brother like waited till the last minute to do his project that he was supposed to be doing for like weeks about birds. And he was like, Dad, I didn't even start on this and it's due like in 2 days. He's like, I got to cover 100 birds. He goes, where should I start? He goes, son, you got to take it bird by bird. Like just that internal has that. Takes it to the big problems.
Bird by bird.
Bird by bird.
What's that old saying I say? If your job's to eat a frog, I'd suggest you do it early. And if your job's to eat 2 frogs, I suggest you start with the big one first.
Yeah.
So, hey, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you love what we're doing, share this with a friend. Tag us on social media. Drop us a comment down below. We love hearing from you, and we will catch you in the next video. Peace.